Okay, the first play we're going to take a look at in the Maryland film breakdown is a Maryland offensive play versus the Gopher defense in the first half. This is going to end up being a touchdown to put Maryland up 14-0. This play is just simply an inside zone to the boundary. Maryland's going to be an 11 personnel, slot left. They're going to take the slot receiver and fake a jet sweep to the field, and then they're going to hand off to the running back, again, inside zone to the boundary. So the offensive line is just simply going to reach block all of them, all six of them, including the tight end, is going to reach block, again, zone to the play side. And we're going to take a look at how Minnesota defends it and what went wrong to cause the touchdown. So if we start by just identifying who's defending what gap pre-snap, we have the boundary corner is going to take anything outside the tackle. This down lineman has the B gap. This nose tackle is shaded to the boundary, so he has the boundary side A gap. This linebacker has the backside A gap. We have a 3 technique in this gap here. And then the backside linebacker here. And then we have a defensive end taking anything outside the tight end. So if we go to the next frame, we can see, as I mentioned, this boundary corner and this defensive lineman are defending their gaps, not letting anything outside and taking on the reach block. The first thing that goes wrong here is this down lineman gets reached by the center. Again, he's defending that boundary A gap. And my guess is he sees this motion and thinks it's going to be a power run. He thinks this is a down block, so he hits this head up thinking that these right side of the offensive line is down blocking, and then the backside guard is going to fold around for power. So he takes his head up and lets himself get reached. Second thing that goes wrong is the inside linebacker, again, sees these blocks on the right side as down blocks, makes a misread thinking it's power, and he jumps what ends up being backside. He thinks it's play side to attack power, so ends up taking himself out of the play. So with those two things happening, you've got this front side A gap undefended. Again, it's inside zone to the boundary. Running back is going to take this, hit the undefended A gap, and he's going to be untouched to the safety. So if we see on the next frame, you can see again, this is the defensive lineman getting reached. Nobody defending this front side A gap, and he takes it. And if there's this safety is put on an island, it's a tough play to make at this point because yes, it's an open field tackle with a lot of space around. If he had to do it over again, I think the one thing he'd probably do differently is attack this outside in and try and force this player, if he's going to make a move, to come back, because he has actually a backside safety here, and he's got his help coming this way. As it is, he hits the hole head on, trying to keep this, to a 3 or 4 yard gain. And the running back makes a nice move, cuts outside, and there's a missed tackle. So you can see the safety misses it. This is the boundary corner, and he's off to the races because the next closest defender is a backside safety who's taken out of the play. So ends up being a touchdown.